Hi there and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be another photography based video, so stay tuned and see what develops. So folks, this video is going to follow on from the last photographic video that I did. I'll put a link somewhere in the descriptions or somewhere on the screen. Anyway guys, in that video we did some tabletop photography. So we just used some household items, ornaments, things like that for our props, and I made a makeshift backdrop using a table and a jacket. So the setup is going to be exactly the same as that, identical to that, so I'm not going to really show you much of that. It's going to be exactly the same. But what we're going to do is try some different lighting sort of setups. And the last video was basically used available light in my conservatory here. But now we're going to try some different sort of lighting setups using some torches like this, guys. So it's a little LED torch. Actually, it's a 3-in-1 torch. We're going to try something like that one, guys. Another little torch like this. And lastly, we're going to try this one, which is my little LED lighting panel. So we might try both of them. I've got two of these, guys. So we're going to try that. So other than that, the backdrop, and might even use the same ornaments that we used before. But other than that, it's going to be exactly the same, guys. So what I'm going to do is show you the setup and the setup with the lights, really. So just bear with me, guys. So folks, as you can see, exactly the same setup. So we've got the little laptop table here along with my jacket and the towel to protect the table, to stop me getting into trouble. So what we're going to do, guys, is first what we're going to do is when this is pulled over, we're going to place some lights up in between here. So hopefully the lights will actually shine through the material and light whatever subject we decide to put in there from behind, to add, I don't know, make a silhouette, if you like, guys, around it. So that's basically what we're going to try. But we're also going to try perhaps using something like this, pointed at the front of the subject, but maybe out of shot, to add like a little spotlight to it. And we'll also try the this LED light again, because that's slightly more powerful. So we're going to try this LED light. Again, we're going to tuck that behind there. So hopefully the light will, as it's falling apart, all the filters are falling off. So hopefully, guys, the light's going to shine through there and light the subject from the back. So that's the plan. How well it will actually work, I don't know, but that's certainly the plan. So what I've got to do now, guys, is I'm going to set everything up, bring the camera down. I'm not going to show you the camera or anything like that, guys, because it's not, we've seen all that before, so we're not going to show you all the camera setup, but I'll usually just, what I've done before is just place some subjects in front there and just turn the lights on and see what we're going to get. But I've got to wait for a couple of hours because it's still quite early on in the day, and we've still got quite a bit of light in here, so I need the light to sort of go down a little bit, guys. So I'm going to wait for a little bit for the light to change. So for me, that's going to be probably an hour or so, but for you, it's coming up next. So folks, before we start taking the photographs, I thought I'd quickly show you the setup. So the setup is exactly the same as the previous video, with the table supporting the background cloth or my coat. Now what we've got this time is in between, in here, we've got a little LED light panel which is illuminating the subject from the back. So that's the setup. Now the only difference between that, the view you're seeing now, is when I actually take the photographs, it'll be much more cropped in. Now, talking of the photographs, I shall be using my Nikon D810 with the 105mm macro lens attached. I'll be shooting in RAW, and I'll probably be bracketing the exposure sort of round and about, you know, 2 or 3 stops under and 2 or 3 stops over. I may try some sort of slow shutter speed as well. Now, the colour in here at the minute is a little bit orange because we're under some LED spotlights, but they'll all be turned off. So that's the setup. So I think now it's time to take some photographs. So folks, that's the photography side finished. So all it remains now is for me to download them onto the PC and check out which ones worked and which ones didn't, and chuck the bad ones into the recycle bin, and then do a little bit of editing, a little bit of tweaking. Nothing major, I'm just going to keep the editing to a bare minimum. Then I'll have to convert them from the Nikon RAW to JPEG so that we can view them on YouTube. So that's my little job for the next hour, couple of hours. I also took some photographs with the little Canon compact, little S200, and also my Samsung S9 smartphone. So that's what I'm going to be up to for the next couple of hours. Now, the observant of you have probably noticed that we've relocated, and we're now in a man cave. The reason for that being, guys, is I'd finished the photography and I was just about to do the piece to camera like this, and the heavens opened and it absolutely poured with rain. So so far today we've had snow, and now we've had heavy rain, and it's still sort of raining now, guys. So that's why we've relocated. And as I was doing the videoing and the photography in the conservatory, the noise of the rain on the conservatory roof would have without doubt drowned out the audio. Now, one advantage with moving to the man cave is it's given me an opportunity to try out my little video lights. So what I'm going to do, guys, we've got two video lights going now. So we've got one there, about 3 foot away from me, and one up there, again about 3 foot. That one up there's a bit higher. This one's on ground level there, guys. Oh, blinded, shouldn't look into them. So it's given me a chance to try them out. And looking at the picture on my tablet, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. They're not really video lights, they're more photography lights, but I thought I'd give them a try. Now then, this is for Ian. So Ian, if you're watching this one, I've got my EOS M50 on manual. Yes, I'm going on manual. And so the settings are as we stand at the minute. So we're on f4. The ISO is 1000. It's a bit high, that, because the lightings are not that good, and the shutter speed is 1/125th of a second, and we're shooting, the frame rate is 60 frames a second we're running at. So that's the setting at the minute, and the audio is coming from my Rode wireless filmmaker kit. So that's where we stand at this video. Oh, and I want to give one other mention, guys, before we finish. So this video was partly inspired by a fellow YouTuber, a guy called Stephen Joins, and I hope I pronounced that right, Stephen. So go and check his channel out. I'll go and put a link somewhere within the video, but check his channel out. It's more photography based than perhaps video based, but this has been sort of inspired by him. So go and check his channel out. Some good content on there, guys. Anyway, that's enough of this waffle. I'm now going to edit up the photographs. So the next thing you'll be looking at will be the slideshow. So there you go, guys. That was the photos. What do you think? They weren't too bad. Some of them just was an absolute total failure. I have to admit, the ones that I expected would work were an absolute total failure. So might have to revisit this one at a later date. But yeah, I think the bulk of them worked. I'm quite pleased with the bulk of them. Yeah, but certainly a bit of fun. I enjoyed this one again, playing about with the light. The lighting's probably not ideal, not some of the best lighting. The way I had these, or this one, set up the little LED lighting panels didn't quite work as expected, but it was definitely a lot of fun. So there you go. Yes, not too bad, not overly impressed, not overly happy, but as I said, a little bit of fun. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and looking at my attempt at some more photography with some different lighting setups. And we'll catch you on the next one. So if you've enjoyed this one, guys, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now.